Hello, it is I, Cydlaila, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Cydlaila, and I'm a singer, songwriter, belly dancer, fashion designer, YouTuber, etc., 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 okay? And if you have been here before, welcome back, and thank you. That's what I'm talking about. I'm glad you came back, okay? I'm very happy to have you. Please make sure that all of you guys subscribe before you leave my channel. And make sure that you listen to my album that is out now. It is a brand new album. It's called Fairytale Levels. It is out now on all music platforms. Make sure that you listen to it over and over again. It only helps me grow as an artist and it gets my name out there. And also make sure that you watch the Fairytale Levels documentary that is on my YouTube channel as well after you watch this video so that you can get to know me a lot more. Okay. Now, this story time is about how I almost became a stripper. Now, disclaimer, this is a bikini bar stripper that I almost became, okay? Which means that they keep on their revealing clothes. Now, let me explain that. So they wear revealing clothes, but they're not naked and they don't show anything. It's just very revealing, okay? So that's what I was going to become, okay? I was never going to show all the goods. Like, no. This is just going to be a quick story time. It's not going to be that long. Rewind back years and years ago, okay? I was just tired of not making a lot of money. And I was just like watching these YouTubers talk about how they were strippers and they were just showing their money and how much they make in a short amount of time. And I was just like so hooked in. And I was like, you know what? I think I want to do this. I know how to twerk. I know how to dance. I have rhythm. I can get on a pole. I'm athletic. So that's where I was at. And I was like totally just fed up with just going to this job I was at. So I just started watching more and more of these YouTube videos, just different people. The first thing that I bought were the stripper shoes, okay? I was watching girls online and they were like, look, if you want to be a stripper, do not wear kitten heels. Do not wear regular high heels. You need the stripper heels. So I ended up buying those. Let me show you. Dance to make a dance. Hey, ooh, hey. So these are them right here. Okay, these are your average stripper shoes. You see how high the heels are? Yes, okay. So these are them. I got these. Ordered them, they came in the mail. I was so hyped up when I got them in the mail. I was like, oh my God, I never tried on heels before like this. So I tried them on and I was just in my mirror, just, you know, pretending to be a dancer. So then after I got the shoes, then I like pursued to look up more advice on becoming a stripper. Then I got a duffel bag, a dancer bag, to where I can put my shoes in when I'm going to the place and my outfits and toiletries and my lock for my locker and all that stuff I got, right? Literally went to Walmart and got a duffel bag, okay? I still have the duffel bag to this day. Technically, I don't use it because I was going to use it to be a dancer. And as you know, I said almost became a dancer. So keep that in mind. But yeah, so I got my bag and everything. And I was like, okay, now I was like, I need some outfits. So I started looking online first for outfits, but everything I came across was super duper overpriced, or it just looked like from a very like shady vendor. And I was like, no. So I ended up researching some dancer stores and I ended up coming across this one store that seemed to be very popular and I had to drive very far to it. But like I ended up making a road trip and going out there to buy some dancer clothes. And y'all, I ended up spending like, I think over $200 like on clothes, right? Insane, okay? But when I first got there, everybody was really nice to me and I was just like, oh hey, I've never done this before and I just don't know what to buy. I don't know, I have no idea. And this one guy, he was like really nice and he was like, oh, he was like, that's all right. He was like, I got you. Oh, also I was like a lot more heavier than I am now, so I was like more worried about what to wear because like I wasn't so much physically in shape. I've always been like in shape as far as like endurance, but I wasn't physically like in shape like really at all during this time. So I was like, oh, I don't really know what to wear because like, you know, I'm not like really like in shape right now. So he was like, oh no, he was like, don't worry. He was like, as soon as you get on that stage and on that pole, you're gonna drop that weight. So I was like, okay. He was like, yeah, he was like, you gonna get real skinny soon. Like, don't worry about that. I was like, okay. I ended up buying bodysuits and like 2-piece sets and they had like all these rhinestones and stuff on them and like everything was pretty much like almost like thongish. So, which I don't like. Like, I'm just not a girl who likes thongs. Like, I think that they're uncomfortable. I'm not with them. But anyways, when you're a stripper, typically you have to wear one, especially if you're not gonna like be naked. Like that's just showing like, you know, a little bit of some, you know, cheekage for people, and people seem to like that if you're not gonna take off your clothes. Um, so yeah, so I got like some of those, and like I said, spent like a lot of money on that, and then I was on my merry way. And then after that, I was so excited. I was like, all right, so now I got everything I needed. Last thing to do is to find a place to audition at and see if I can get a job. A lot of places that I searched up were very sussy, very sus, very hole in the wall, giving do not go. So I was like, okay, no. So I'm not going to be nervous to audition to something I've never done. Plus, be worried about parking and leaving my car there and worried about getting out of my car. No. So I ended up finding a place that looked pretty decent. So I can't remember the name of the place, and I can't remember exactly where it is because it's been such a long time ago, like literally, okay? But I ended up parking like on the street. I was nervous. I was honestly nervous because I was like, I don't know what to expect, you know, watching these YouTubers and then also watching the infamous Players Club movie. I was like, I don't know if somebody gonna try to come up to me and be like, hey, do booty, or somebody gonna say, let's go ho to me. I didn't know what to expect. Okay, random thought, but I love when the Players Club movie comes on and Casey and JoJo, I believe it's Casey and JoJo, they be singing that money song and they be like, money makes the world. I don't know the words, but I just love how they sing it. And they be like, hey, like I love it. But anyways, back to the story, right? So I went in there and I was just like looking around, and I found somebody who worked there, and I was like, hey, I'm looking to audition. The house mother told me to come here. Oh, side note, for people who don't know what a house mother is just somebody who takes care of the stripper girls. She just makes sure that everything is good. She takes care of like all the toiletries, just make sure that she's there for the girls for whatever they need. So I was there to see the house mother because if I remember correctly, I ended up texting her and telling her that I was coming to audition or something, and she was like, okay, come on. And when I got there, I didn't talk to the house mother. It was just like either like the owner, I believe, and he was like, all right, well, she's not here right now, go downstairs and change into your outfit or whatever. I was like, okay. So I can't remember if she was not there at all that night or if she was coming later, I don't know. Anyways, I went downstairs and I was like kind of worried because I was like, I don't know if these girls are going to be nice to me or not. Because I mean, I totally get it, because it's kind of like any sort of job, people maybe feel type of way because it's like, oh, another person on the payroll. But this in particular, stripper money is like different. So I was like, I don't know if they're gonna be nice to me or whatever. But I just went on down there. I was just like, oh, hey, hi, you know, I'm just here to audition or whatever. Where can I put my stuff or whatever? And the girl, she was like really nice. I ended up changing into my outfit and there were no lockers. So I literally had to leave my stuff there. I was just stressed out because I was like, if I have to leave my stuff here to audition, is it going to be like this every night? Because that just can't happen. But anyways, I had no choice but to leave my stuff down there because I would have been looking crazy bringing my stuff upstairs with me. So I went back upstairs, literally had on this revealing outfit with my stripper shoes, and I just felt like a big old idiot. And I was looking for the same guy that I talked to. I'm pretty sure he told me that the house mother wasn't there, because whether she was coming in later or she was not coming in, she wasn't there at all. He was like, well, what's your name? Because she's not here right now. And I told him my stripper name. Now, I'm never going to tell what my stripper name was. You guys can guess it in the comments if you want, but I doubt you'll get it. Even if you did, I'm not telling it. Because I said, you guys are not going to have me like Diamond when she was in the Players Club and they were like calling her name when she wasn't even on the stage, okay? Like she was in college and they were like, oh, Diamond throwing money at her. Like, y'all ain't going to do that to me. So, but yeah, so I told him my name, stripper name, and he called the person, was like, oh, are you familiar with like so-and-so, said my stripper name. And it was so embarrassing because I was like, ill, like my stripper name, like, no. I don't think she said she was familiar with the name, or I don't know if she even remembered me. I don't know, because I feel like they probably deal with tons of girls all the time who come and go. I'm pretty sure it has high turnover because like either people go to other clubs or they try it, they don't want to do it, whatever. Long story short, she wasn't there, and he just ended up asking me like, what would be your particular shift that you would want to work? And I don't know what type of shift I told him, but he told me that that was not possible. He was very nice about it, but he was like, oh, you know, that's not really like a time frame that we are looking for and stuff. So basically, I was just standing there in my outfit and I was just like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm just not going to audition, but thank you for the opportunity, whatever. Because it wouldn't make sense to audition if the schedules didn't work out or whatever. So I just ended up taking my little self back going downstairs and changing out of my dancer outfit. And when I went down there, I was so scared because I was like, oh my God, my stuff better be here. And it was there. I was like, oh, okay, so people are still friendly and loyal in the world. So I just ended up packing my stuff and I went back home. And that was it. And that is the end of my story. It was nothing exciting, but I just felt like telling it because I was like, why not? Almost a stripper. The schedule is not scheduling. But anyways, I do respect strippers because stripping, no matter if you're a bikini bar stripper or like a naked stripper, whatever you do, that is a very dangerous job. And it's like only for the brave-hearted people. And honestly, I'm not about that life. Like I try to be, but I am not. I'm not a flirtatious person naturally. Like I'm not gonna just be flirting with anybody. Like I only flirt with people who I really, really like want to actually potentially get with. That's how I know that job wouldn't be for me, because you have to be flirty and stuff like that. Like it's part of the job. I mean, I feel like I had enough of a taste of how it would potentially be because people still were like staring at me and stuff like that. And I really didn't like it. Like I said, I respect strippers because that is a very difficult job. I feel like a lot of people don't respect them, but they work really hard for what they do. I mean, if you are one, if you want to be one, that's your choice. But for me, it wasn't for me. That's the end of my story. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.